Rip.
Just speedrun my hair in the morning. When's the morning? Did I miss high school? Fuck no, that place could burn to the ground. High school's terrible. I'd rather do cock and ball torture than go back to high school. High school's a big fucking meme. Like, that shit's terrible. I don't know my current studies. I do them. They're okay. They're interesting. High school's just dumb because, like, everyone there is an asshole. And, like, teenagers are just terrible humans because they're not humans yet, essentially. They're not people. And no one at the actual school cares. Par for, like, one or two teachers. And no one's actually taught anything interesting there. And no one's actually pushed intellectually there. And it has, like, the worst social structure I could possibly imagine. It's a hierarchy based on, like, who could do the most drugs, essentially. And I hate it. So it's kind of the worst. It's basically just babysitting while people go to work. Well, I definitely agree. I don't think it's, like, any particular people's fault. I think it's just, like, a consequence of, like, how everything works naturally. Fucking literally, worst nurse. Like, that's a shit meme, but, like, yeah, actually pretty much that's how it works. That's everywhere? Oh, definitely. It's just, like, how that works. It's, like, the natural consequence of, like, that system. I actually found that, like, jocks tended to be, like, the most grounded people and, like, actually have something interesting to say because they're, like, jocks are, like, some of the only people in high school that actually have anything going on in their life that isn't, like, just partying. Yeah, they're like, want to be good at something and they, like, know how it feels to work hard. And, like, literally everyone else is, they just, like, do nothing. They don't, like, have any hobbies or, like, try to achieve at anything. They just do nothing. Like, I hope so. That would be cool, Raven. I would appreciate that. I would assume that, like, things becoming, like, drug use becoming more normalized and, like, even in some cases legalized would be would make it not cool, and then, you know, it wouldn't be the hip cool thing to just, like, fucking just smoke weed all day. It'd just be, like, something that people do, you know. Yeah, I don't know if that would actually be, like, how it turns out in real time, but that would be cool if it was. And then I'd be jealous. I'd be like, damn, I wish I grew up now. Because, like, I always was someone that was, like, really passionate about things. You know, like, I did art. I skateboarded every single day, super hard. I was really good at skateboarding. And, like, I was very passionate about these things. I just, like, worked hard at them. And that's, like, all I did. And I got good grades. And school came easy to me. So I was, like, I found it really hard to relate to, like, anyone in high school. I'm like, why, like, you, like, talk to somebody, be like, oh yeah, like, that's awesome. Like, oh, well, what do you do? Like, what are you doing after school? Like, oh, I'm just gonna go home. Or, like, oh, like, me and a couple friends are gonna hang out. It's like, well, what are you guys gonna do? And it's just like, sit around, watch TV, like, smoke weed. Like, well, okay. Like, and then when you run out of weed, what are you gonna do then? I don't know, just, like, lay around, watch Netflix. It's like, well, is that all you do? Just, like, that's all you do? Yeah, just, you know, go to school tomorrow. It's like, well, that's it? Like, what? That sounds so boring. So for me, I was always like, I just ended up, yeah, I was just, like, friends with people that were, like, in their late 20s and stuff, like people who, like, skated a lot. and like that was their main thing. Those are the people I hung out with. People had like actual jobs and like fucking actually did things. I'm 20, Sequenza. You know, they always think it's cool to smoke weed because they announce when they're high. Yeah. They're just like, oh man, I'm so high right now. It's crazy. Whoa, man. See, but yeah, at least you guys did music, Maxi. Or like you played video games. Like even people here like just don't play games. Like they just fucking like watch TV and shit. Like growing up, I like knew like fucking 7 people that played video games. It was crazy. Like I was like, how the fuck? Like I literally knew one person from elementary school to high school that played like actual video games, not just like COD, you know. Like there were like a couple people that like played COD or whatever, maybe Halo, but like actually like played like single player games or like MMOs or like anything that's not literally like the most normal game possible, and that's all they played, you know. It was like there was like 6 people. COD's not an actual video game. Well, you know what I mean. It's a totally different culture. Like there's a difference between someone who like plays single player games and like is up to date with like games and, you know, like culture around it, and then like someone who just plays like COD every year release and that's the only game they play. I imagine it's even worse now because so many people play Fortnite. Like, now it's probably even worse because more people play Fortnite, you know, but that's like literally the only game they play. But at least there would be like some introduction, you know, like there wasn't even that many people that like played COD or CS exclusively at my school. Yeah, same here, Scar Prime. Like, when we had a computer class or whatever, everyone was just, like, watching YouTube videos and stuff, but, you know, no one was actually doing anything interesting. Talking about this with a cousin the other day. We were kids we both loved our Reese on MGS, and then in high school just played normie games with his friends and never went back. Yeah, like, I don't know, man. I think it's, like, a totally different culture. It's, like, not the same thing. It's the same exact thing as I am a skateboarder. I skateboard. That means I fucking go to the skate park. I do actual tricks. I get hurt. I like skate ditches. I'll go like hop a fence and skate a backyard pool. But a lot of people would say that they're skateboarders. But really what they mean is that they ride their longboard to school and they push Mongo. But people like to claim like, oh yeah, I'm a skateboarder. And like the amount of people that are actually skateboarders, like that actually do all the shit I just listed, is like super small. Like even within like people that go to the skate park. So like finding people to relate with that is just like non-existent. And that's how I feel like with the gaming, like not real gamers, dude. You just fucking play COD all the time. Like, you know, like my stepdad plays COD on his fucking PS4, and it's like, okay, like that's fine, but like he's not like part of the actual like culture, you know, and that's fine. But like at least in that culture, they don't claim to be gamers or whatever, you know. Yeah, Sarah. I mean, I was never made fun of it, but like people would claim it, like because no one would ever actually go to the skate park, right? So there'd be like 3 people be like, oh yeah, we skate, you know, and I'm like, oh, I also skate. That's cool. Like, you guys want to go to the park sometime or whatever? And they just never show up. Maybe they can like kickflip on flat or whatever, but I'm doing like 540s and shit. And I'm like, and people would like be like, oh my gosh, like they skate, that's so cool. I'm like, well, I guess they could do like a kickflip on flat, you know. But it's like not really the same thing. Yeah, and that's also a problem with an Insomniac dose, is like the culture around even skating is like so toxic at times. Like fucking, it really is. Like I would go to skate park every day after school for like 4 years in high school. But like the amount of people actually skateboarding at the skate park was like 2 or 3 a day max. But there's like 20 people there at all times. So you got people like sitting around, just like they like to talk shit or whatever. You have like this group of kids that they say they're skateboarders, but really what they do is they go to the skate park, ride around for like 5 minutes, don't do any tricks, and then just sit down and smoke cigarettes all day. And like that was their thing, you know? And that's like most of the skate park. So like, and those are the kids that would claim that they skated. And it's like totally not actually what that is, because they're like not actually part of the culture. They just like leech off of it because it's like a convenient place to do that. Talk makes me feel like we all categorize each other too much. Yeah, well, the categories don't really like help, right? Because like the only way to actually know if someone's in with it is just by like actually like observing them, you know? It's like some people at the gym, they all get all decked out in like expensive yoga clothes and stuff, and then they just walk around on their phone. Yeah, exactly. But I bet they claim like, oh yeah, like I'm a gym rat. I love working out or whatever. But like really, they don't do shit. And that's probably really frustrating for someone who actually works their ass off at the gym. And it's like the same feel. There's a bunch of posers. Yeah, exactly. Do I go to the gym? No. I should, but I don't. Skating's good enough exercise. I just need to do it more. Generations of today totally despise cigarettes. That's not exactly true. True. I mean, like, I knew like 3 or 4 people who started smoking purely because it wasn't cool. Like, purely because they knew it was shitty. Like, so much propaganda in schools and shit about like how smoking's bad for you and whatever, blah blah blah, how it's not cool, and they're like, well fuck you, I'm gonna smoke anyways just to spite you. Like, well, you're actually fucking stupid, but I guess if that's how you want to live your life. Later, Sarah, thanks for hanging, appreciate it. Like literally, they like, it wasn't even that they were doing it subconsciously, like they made a conscious effort to be contrarian and like hipster shit. It's like, wow. People like that, I'm just like, dude, I don't even know. Like, you do you, but you're fucking stupid. Like, oh, man. One thing about hipsters, well, being one myself, I think we're pretty awesome. I'm a big ass hipster, dude. Or at least I have hipster tendencies. Being a 20-year-old boomer that only plays like PS2 era video games. Does it bother you when people smoke around you? No. Like, that's the thing as well. Like, in high school, I hung around, like, I still hang around these people. Like, in their late 20s, they don't really have good jobs. They skate a lot, probably more than they should. They all do drugs. And like, I'll hang out, go camping with them or whatever. My homie's doing mushrooms and shit. And I'm just sitting over here straight edge, just like watching the fire, having conversations with people. And it's totally fine. But it's because they're not fucking high schoolers. So they don't like try to peer pressure me into doing anything. They just like hang out, have a good time, you know, talk about stuff. They actually have things to talk about because they have some life experience. You know, like, it's like, yeah, that's like a lot more fun. And I don't really mind because it's like their own thing. Oh, definitely, Maxi. People don't want to feel left out, but it's like, you know, like, learn to value your own self-worth before you like do shit like that. I don't know. Do a lot of skaters do drugs? Like, there's a drug scene around it. Oh, everyone does drugs. That's what I have learned. From skateboarding, from life, whatever. Everyone does something. It is really, really rare that you find someone that's actually straight edge. Like, everyone smokes weed, first off. Then on top of that, like, a lot more people do coke than you would think. And, like, everyone drinks alcohol. Like, literally everyone. So it's like, I mean, I thought that wasn't the case until I met a lot of my, like, favorite, like, skaters and, like, streamers and, like, just, like, some cool people that I met, like, role models and stuff. It's like, dude, just like everyone does drugs. Like, any adult that I met, basically. It's just like everyone does something. And it's like, that's okay. I mean, that's totally fine. I don't, like, look down on people for doing stuff, but, like, people like to pretend. There's, like, this huge, like, pretend thing around schools that, like, no one does drugs, and it's like, you know, like, most people are on the straight and narrow, just, like, grinding their work away or whatever, but it's, like, totally the opposite. Like, it's exactly the opposite. So, like, do skaters do a lot of drugs? Yes, but not, I wouldn't say it's any more disproportionate than the amount of people that just do drugs at all, just, like, normally. It's so impossible to escape everyone that drinks. Yeah, it's like, it's literally impossible. And for a long time, I thought, like, well, I don't know. I, like, just not gonna, like, find people to, like, hang out with or whatever. Like, and I'll just, like, be the lone dude, and except for, like, the few people that I already know that, like, are gonna be chill with it, you know. But a lot of people, like, totally judge you if you, like, don't do stuff like that or whatever. But, like, oh, like, you're not fun. But it's the most, like, backward ass thinking ever, because every time I go to, like, a party or whatever, people, like, offer me something and I'm like, no, I'm, like, straight edge, I don't do that or whatever. They're like, oh, dude, good for you. Everyone's always like, oh, like, I wish I would do that. Like, good for you. Like, you're living the good life or whatever. I wish I was able to do that. Like, literally every single time. Like, every single person. I'm like, but then why don't you? Like, huh? I'm so confused. IMO drugs are cool. They're just so expensive. They definitely get expensive. Friends you value be good around you. Yeah, exactly. And, like, I have some friends like that. And, like, I personally, and I'm not, like, an asshole about it. Like, I personally don't care. Like, if anyone wants to do, like, any drugs, like, that's fine. I might think a little less of you, but, like, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life or whatever. Howdy, Thurindos. Like, I know, like, some really awesome people that do stuff, and I'm just like, well, it might even be like that extreme, be like fucking just like smoking weed or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'd rather just not. Thanks for the host, Thurindos. Hearing stories like this makes you worry about the area you grew up in, but it's not just the area. It's like literally anywhere I go. Like, go to Portland, like, skate with one of my favorite skaters, like, he, like, wanders off to do fuck line of coke or whatever, and, like, just everywhere I go, like, there's people smoking weed, and, like, literally everyone drinks alcohol, so it's not like, you know, it's like my area is particularly bad or anything. It's just, I think it's just, like, the culture around, like, just being a normie in general at the moment is, like, everyone just does fucking drugs because they don't really have anything going on in their life. See, that's gnarly, Bash. It wasn't that bad. Where's the Speedrun Discord server for this? Lutu, I would go to the speedrun.com page for Resident Evil 4 Steam. And then there you can find the Discord. That would be a good place for that, Lutu. Yeah, of course, man. If you have any questions as well about the run or whatever, like, feel free to ask. I just think that people, like, a lot of times don't have anything going on with their life, don't have anything they're passionate about, like, stuff that they're, like, striving towards. And I don't understand what those people do, honestly. Like, what do you just watch TV? Like, I don't know. At least, like, people that are on Twitch are at least involved in, like, some communities and stuff. Because it's not, like, totally one-sided, you know. You can at least participate in it, you know. But that's why, like, people find stuff to be passionate about, like their job or like a hobby of theirs or whatever. I think that's like super important, because if you don't, they just go insane. I've always been with that, so I never really got it. Like when I was younger, I was in karate, and then I did wrestling, and then skateboarding was there like the whole time. So I was always like super invested in something. You know, just as long as it's something, just working hard at something. It builds character and it gives you something to do. And now it's, for me, it's streaming, you know, and it's less so skating, but I always have something that I can work on. I had one friend in high school who was a total fucking mad lad. He used to work out a ton. He was jacked. He'd also get drunk every weekend and do coke and shit. He was like the most fit drug addict I've ever seen, and he was 18. It was scary and impressive. Well, the thing is, it's like, actually, that stuff's bad for you, but like, you can live like totally functionally and like do real shit with them as well. It's crazy. You'd be surprised how many professional athletes, like in particular skateboarders, are like just get like drink an insane amount of alcohol, or like do a bunch of coke or whatever, you know, or like literally always high. It's like, it's fucking crazy. So it's not like something that like totally like removes your inability to do anything. There's some functional people, but it's not the healthiest. Oh yeah, it catches up to you for sure. Because like just doing those things in general, like being super fit and stuff, is hard to maintain. And if you're doing it on like a handicap, then your body's just like bummed. Dude, let's look at Joe Rogan. He's a gorilla and he's always high. Yeah, pretty much. I'm sure that's gonna be gnarly for him, but he doesn't the seemingly, he like at least rationalizes it in a way that makes it sound smart, you know. Being fit, IMO being fit and eating well is easy. It just gets boring fast. I could see that for sure, but some people just like that pursuit of it because it's never ending, you know. So it's easy to just like work on it really hard, you know. I mean, potentially conquer, but I imagine a lot more of it is just recreational use than self-medicating. You know, I'm not talking about that. Like, if that's different, you know. Like, if you actually have something like seriously wrong, then yeah. But a lot more people than people think, or their life is actually just like fucked, and so they think they're depressed or whatever. But actually, it's just that their life is fucked, and it's like a natural reaction to be upset when your life is fucked, or to like have a bunch of stress. Like if you don't have any hobbies or friends or significant others, or like you got nothing going on, you know, or you're like really stressed for money or something, it's like, well then obviously yes, like you need to fix those things first, and then it will be a lot easier to do other things. What's up, Elon? Thanks for the good luck, appreciate it. And I think it's just because, like, I don't know, I read like lots of like self-help books and like some marketing stuff, and like listen to a lot of this shit on YouTube, and because I enjoy like working on myself. It's like one of the things that I like to do. And so like I see that in a lot, because I already know that, like, not to be like conceited or something, but I'm like doing a lot better than a lot of other people, and like I like feel like I'm more stable and in a better situation than a lot of other people, and I like to, you know, like work on it and take advantage of that while I can, you know. That's why Twitch has been crucial for you, connecting with people online who feel the same as you. Yeah, well, it's just like finding a community that could be like accepting, you know. That's like super helpful. Like finding that is like what a lot of people need, you know. But the only way you're able to find that is if you actually have something you're invested in. Like you have to invest in streaming to be able to like be able to find that community, even if it's just like as a viewer side. Like you have to be able to like be there and like talk and like find friends and have like actual communications with people, you know. So it's a little bit different, but you can all like share over one thing, you know, like maybe it's a speed run, maybe it's like one game series, you know, whatever it is. It could be like exercising in general. Like lots of people, it comes from exercising. Like they just like find it, that's what they find their self betterment from, and their like hobby and their community is like just going to the gym and shit, and that's like perfectly fine. I used to look down on that, but I've learned that like that's like one of the more noble things, honestly. Nah, I feel that hammering. So I'll figure it out, dude. Maybe take a break. That helps. What's up, no, bro? How you doing, dude? Yeah, see, that's awesome, Raven. I've been trying to. I want to get on that too. I'm like not like overweight or anything, but I really want to like eat healthier. That's like my big thing, is like my diet's not very good, and then like just try to stay active. Are you trying to kill me? Not me, damn. And I've learned like that's not good. I've had some problems in the past of being over-invested in things. Like, I used to be super invested into skateboarding. That was like my thing. It was like my one thing. And then I kind of realized that that wasn't going to go anywhere, and I was receiving like a lot more kickback from Twitch, and like that this was like a much more lucrative thing, and I decided that like I kind of needed to just like commit to this instead, because the other thing skateboarding wasn't going anywhere. And that was like a difficult thing to do. Kind of lost my train of thought there though. But I want to be able to like, I guess I want to be able to diversify a little bit and not just be so invested into one thing. God, Lewis, could you stop hitting them out of the window, please? So be more invested in like other things like my health, and still be in it with skateboarding a little bit and other stuff like that. I still have shotgun ammo. This run's actually not too bad. Your diet's hella trash. Yeah, mine too. Mine's mostly like, I'm trying to get better at it. I'm like, my technique, I don't know how good it is, but I'm able to actually do it, which is like the most important part, is that every couple months I just cut out a food group that I shouldn't be eating. Like, about a year ago, maybe a little bit longer, I cut out soda entirely, and I haven't drank soda since then. And then from there I cut out milk. That was a couple months ago, and then I cut out candy, so all junk food, like just candy. And then most recently I've tried to cut out cheese. That one has not been as good of a venture. It's been a little bit hard, but I think next I'm gonna cut out chips, because I've just been substituting like everything with chips. Most of my diet's been like chips, crackers, and meat products. That's basically been it. It's like eggs, bacon, ribs, steaks, pork chops, very little vegetables and fruits, but lots of chips, like lots of chips and crackers and shit. And it's like a legitimate health thing, you know? You can't just like eat that shit and you'll be fine. Like that shit catches up to you. Like I have this fucking canker sore on my gums right now and it's hurting, but it's because I've just been eating too much fucking salt, and like just salt. Is this keyboard and mouse? Yes, it is. Like I have been doing nuts. I like cashews a lot. I haven't tried almonds. I think that's what I was gonna substitute a little bit, because I was thinking about next time I go shopping, I'm just not gonna buy any chips. What's up, Tori-san? Lightly salted popcorn is much better than chips. Yeah, but I would rather just cut it out wholesale and just eat regular meals. You know? Like, I'd rather just actually do meal prep and eat meals. Because I can do it, I just am lazy. So, like, if I just don't have anything in my house, I'll just not eat it. You know what I mean? Like, if there's literally nothing else except for fucking, like, actual meals, then I'll just eat actual meals. You know? Like, because I know that feel. I've done it. Like, what always happens is this is the cycle that I see myself doing is I go to the grocery store, I spend like $200 on food, but I only go to the grocery store once a month, and then when I get home, the next week and a half I pretty much only eat like shitty foods that I bought, and then because it's convenient and fast, and then I run out of shitty foods and have to make real foods. And so the second half, I actually eat way better because I only have real food. And it's actually not that much of a bigger inconvenience to actually make real food. So if I just never buy the shitty food, then I don't have to worry about it. Then I'll just only have good food to eat. And I'll have to eat healthy. You know? That's at least the idea. Try to sub one meal every day or so with a salad. I just don't like salad. This is my big problem is like, if I want to go full like fucking Zoomer Joe Rogan, my gut biome's fucked. I just been like, ever since I was young, I just like ate whatever I wanted. So like, it's just like super fucked. And like, I like 3 vegetables. And I like don't like fruit either. So it's like hard. I can't just like jump to salad. Because like I don't like lettuce, I don't like tomato, I don't like onions, I don't like it, like anything, you know. So like I need to like slowly get myself there. But I do like some things. Like I love green beans. Like cold baby carrots can be pretty good at times. If you eat them, you eat them more and you eat them slowly, then you'll crave them. Your body will adapt. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Your gut biome's gotta adapt to the new environment, but I have to do it is the hard part. And like, at the end of the day, I need to eat enough food so that I don't fucking starve to death. So I can't just like force myself to eat a salad and then just not eat anything. Because I have to eat, you know? Your gut bacteria just likes junk food. Can't blame him though. I mean, junk food's pretty fucking delicious. It's kind of crazy though. If you just eat better, then it'll start to taste better and you'll like it more. So.
What are you buying? Come back anytime.
Can add veggies to the meals I already eat. Yeah, I've been trying to get around to that. Like right now I'm cooking pork chops with potatoes. And I could probably add like some carrots in there, you know. That's what I was thinking about the other day. Actually, I went to Subway and I got a Italian BMT with bacon. It's nothing else on it. It's just meat and bun. That's like usually what I get. And I was like, damn, you know what I should do? I should try to replace the bun with lettuce. And I was gonna do it, but they only had shredded lettuce. But I was like, damn, I should do that. I should try it. I bet you I would actually like it if I did it like that. And it wouldn't be too bad. I could eat it. So I'm thinking about I should probably do that. Or like I could make a burger, but instead of using a bun, it'd just be lettuce. Because I've been trying to cut carbs. Because carbs are just sugar, you know? Does anyone know if those meat alternatives that you do for like veggie burgers and stuff, they actually just marketing as healthy? It depends. A lot of it's like tofu, like bean paste and shit. It's like not as good as eating a salad, I imagine. But it's probably not as much. It's like a keto diet. Yeah, kind of, but I don't actually want to go keto, you know? I just want to be like close to, you know? Like, I don't want to go full on keto. I just want to get like close-ish. But for me, I find it easier if I just don't do cheats at all. Like, just wholesale, just like cut something out all the way. You know? If I like middle something, then I just like bitch out on it and I just do it all the time anyways. Spinach doesn't have a taste. You snack on baby spinach leaves. Maybe I should try it. See, I don't like beans. I've never tried tofu. Damn, that was slow. I would prefer to like do something like that, you know. And I need to find a. I'm just so busy. Is the problem. I go to school full time. I also stream full time. I stream at night, go to school during the day, and I have a girlfriend. So like I'm super fucking busy, and so I have to schedule everything. So if I need to make real food, I have to like meal prep and make a lot of real food ahead of time. And that is difficult for me to do for some reason, but I have to actually do it and schedule it. If I'm gonna actually eat healthy. I can, for sure, and I should. I'm just a bitch. That's what I'm saying. Is that I need to actually do it. I've been cooking a lot more stuff in the crock pot, which is getting better. And that's fine, because I could just like set that up, stream for 8 hours. Like I'm doing it right now. I have pork chops and potatoes in the crock pot right now. Flex Dan's game. Yeah, sorry. I have a girlfriend, by the way. Chad Thundercock over here with a semi-successful Twitch career while going to school full-time and have a girlfriend. Sorry, but, you know, it's just... yeah. Yeah, I try to do some meal prep and stuff, you know? I make, like, fried rice and whatnot. Chicken fried rice. Stuff I cook in the crock pot, I find only lasts me for like 2 days though. Unfortunately. It's not like a whole meal worth, a whole week worth rather. Oh my god, that was terrifying. Good water haul though. Have you written down all the things that you like to eat so that you can buy those as groceries for meal prep? Seem to be like doing stuff like that, so maybe it would help. I should. I mean, I literally... Shay's been trying to do that too because I've been trying to help her with stuff like that, and I like literally had her do the same thing. I just haven't done it for myself. I probably should. I just... Thinking through it yourself that way is, it could be difficult to like get yourself to do. It's easier when you're trying to help someone else do it. It's like, fuck yeah, I'll eat SpaghettiOs for every meal. Not only is it cheap, but it's also delicious. But like, should I do that? Probably not. Nice, Bash. A vegetarian? Fuck no, I'm almost a carnivore. I'm closer to keto than I am to vegetarian. Totally get that argument. You're great at giving advice. You kind of suck at doing it yourself. Well, you know, having a little bit of self-awareness helps. Like, I like give advice all the fucking time. But when people like call me back on it like that, it helps because I can actually like do it, you know. And like, no one wants to take advice from someone that's not actually doing it. So I try to be doing it. That's why it's good to have people to bounce ideas off of. I know the feel, Scar Prime. I know the feel. You got a new knife set, now you feel like a Benihana. Like a hibachi. Missed my casual stream. Well, it'll be on YouTube soon. It was a good time though. So if you're not subbed to my YouTube, go do that. Exclamation point YouTube. You know, I've actually, one of the big things I've been working on is my YouTube. And I feel like I've been working on it forever, but I realized that it's only been 1 month. And I put out 8 videos. So I'm actually like kind of killing it. But, and like crazy growth on it too. By deleting my VODs so that people have to go to YouTube? No. But I would appreciate the support if you watched it on YouTube. It'll be there soon. You know? So I've actually been doing like super good on the YouTube. Nice. Should follow my example. It's super important, Raven. It's super important. I've been talking a lot with my friend Barley. He used to be like a really he used to do YouTube for a living, and then he like kind of took a step back and did some other stuff as well as like working on his stream. Recently he's been trying to get back into it, and we've just been like going back and forth on it. Like he just launched like a Patreon for it and shit. And it's like been very beneficial for both of us to talk through it and whatnot. Yeah, you want to diversify, and you want to create content in smart ways. Like I've been talking to him like, cause he makes like some video essay type shit, and I'm like, well, this is you probably would appreciate this a lot, Raven. And it's really intuitive. It makes a lot of sense. So, let's say you have 3 different platforms that you want to make content for. You want to make content for Twitter, you want to make content for Twitch, and for YouTube. So what you do is you stream on Twitch. Let's say you stream playing Doom mods, which is the example of Barley. Just playing some Doom mods. And then you take the footage from you playing Doom mods and structure it in a way that builds a narrative. Like top 10 Doom mods of this year or whatever. And then you take clips from your stream, post those on Twitter, and you've reused the same content 3 different times, and it's all unique content. So you've made 3 times as much content, but you've only added like a little bit extra work to like the workload you're already doing. So it's just like working way smarter rather than a lot harder. That's basically what I've been trying to do. Like I made this DMC video. It's based off of a no reset run that I did. So basically what it was is I have a no reset function on my channel points. So if you get enough channel points, you can request that I just finish whatever run I'm doing. So I had a particularly interesting run where I was forced not to reset. And so what I did is I took the VOD of that no reset run, put some post commentary over it, explained why it was interesting, and then, you know, I wrote a little script for it. It took probably like an hour, and now I have like another 20-minute video that's actually like fully scripted. And I didn't have to collect any footage for it pretty much. You know, I paid my editor to edit it. Didn't take that long. And it's like a totally different form of content. And when it's transformative enough that even people that were there for that run would be able to enjoy it. So it's like actually totally new. All I'd have to do is be editing out our wheels and marbles, and that'd be like 20-minute videos. Yeah, you could do that. The hard part is like, especially since you do like casual stuff, a lot of the time is like trying to figure out a way. You have to frame a narrative around it. You can't just like Ravenheart plays Shenmue Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, because no one cares. There's like a bajillion Shenmue Let's Plays out there. You have to figure out a way to make it more marketable by like actually framing a narrative around it. Like, for perfect example would be like, I speedrun Left 4 Dead 2, and that game's like super good for having clips of like crazy shit that happens when speedrunning. So instead of making a clip compilation, which no one would care about, and naming it like clip compilation, like Left 4 Dead 2 speedruns, I could write a little bit, do a little bit of post commentary, edit it in a way that builds a narrative, and then be like, what happens when you try to speedrun Left 4 Dead 2, or something like that. And it makes it like inherently much more interesting. What's up, Chaos Wolf? How you doing? Hey, PexyB. Good to see you. Howdy, Quinsum. Top 10 closest marble races. I mean, that's a better idea than just posting like a Let's Play. I know it's a meme, but it's a real thing. Woo, that was close. And that's like what I've been learning, you know. I've like spent a lot of time like learning YouTube and like how that works, and read lots of marketing stuff, and that's just what I've learned. And my homie Barley's doing the same thing, because he just went through and redid all of his thumbnails for all of his previous videos. Because if you even if you just like redo a thumbnail and maybe even a title, it could like totally pick back up in the algorithm just because of that. If you just do it right. And he doesn't even have to change the content at all. He just has to recontextualize it. Because scripted video content, or even just like video content in general, like YouTube, is like super narrative heavy. Like people want narratives, you know? Because that's what the medium benefits from most. It being able to be edited is makes it super narrative heavy.
The door's locked. I can't open it.
Well, that's what I was thinking of, Vash, is I was gonna, for my GDQ submission, I was thinking of taking my PB and then doing post commentary over top of it.
I got the key. I can get out.
You mostly just want to have a viable VOD delivery for your viewers who miss streams. Well, you could highlight every video. I don't think that it definitely won't do very well if you just wholesale post your VODs on YouTube. They just won't do well. So like, I don't know. I think that you could just try to organize your Twitch VODs in a way that works. Obviously be edited. Okay. Well then, yeah. I mean, you could do it in a good way then. I assume you'd have to try to find a way to spin a narrative around it though, like build something around it. You know, it's obviously super context dependent, but you're smart. You could figure it out, I'm sure. Narrative makes sense, but think of it this way: people viewing your video want to have a reason to watch it, so you need to present that to them in a compelling way. Yeah, exactly. Like, for example, like I was thinking, like I did recently, I played Dead Space 2 on hardcore mode, and I was like, it's basically just a fucking Let's Play, but how can I make this interesting so that people might actually want to watch it? So what I did is I contextualize it around like, oh, I hold world record in Dead Space 2 any percent. What sort of perspective could I bring to playing hardcore casually? You know? And so like recontextualizing around that makes it much more interesting for someone that just stumbles upon it. Yo, colorful baby, how you doing? Thank you. Lots and lots of time. I have like 1,600 hours in this game. What's up, Maddie? How you doing? You know, people like to shit on it, Insomniac does, but like clickbait shit like that actually works. You know? I'm talking about narrative content while playing because I just do it naturally. So I get cut it down into gameplay, reactions, funny moments, and narrative musings. Just editing. Pay an editor. It's not worth your time to edit, Raven. I know it might be hard, but you can figure it out, I'm sure. Like I pay an editor for my videos. It's just not worth your time to edit through it all. Like you just be losing money on it, honestly. Yeah, I saw that, Quintum. It's super awesome. I'm hyped for him. That's a good PB. I'm excited to like actually grind that game a bit. You have a complaint though? You started Persona 3. PS3 HD CP is debating your fucking existence. Yeah, dude, capturing consoles can be a big pain in the ass. YouTube is so inundated with clickbait now. If you don't do it, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. Yeah, it's just how it works, dude. Like, you have to, essentially, if you want it to be seen at all. But yeah, I would, if you want to do stuff like that, Raven, I would strongly suggest finding an editor. Fuck. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Vash. I mean, like, I have lots of plans for stuff in the future with stuff regarding that. You dip your feet and edit by yourself for a while. If it takes off, you get an editor. Well, it depends on like how much you want to invest in it, right? Like right now, I'm at the point where like I'm paying an editor to do these videos, but I do like he does like 2 videos a month. All the other ones are like waifu-thons and stuff. So stuff I can do myself. And PBs. So like I'm losing money on it, but it's an investment. Trying to get it off the ground so that eventually it pays for itself. You know? But it just depends on how much you want to invest in it. Like, I'm pretty heavily invested in it. Not even necessarily like financially, just like emotionally, I guess. Can probably manage a video a week. Yeah, and it doesn't have to be anything like super special, you know? Like my shit is mostly just like waifu-thons, like once a week, you know? That's not edited, it's like 12 hours of footage. But it's something that actually like people want to see and they'll like go check it out. Pay your editor exposure. I strongly suggest that you don't do that. Because you won't get good work, and then when you actually start making money, then it becomes very awkward. Not really. Insomniac does. There's one thing I had to do. I had to stop listening to the Scooby-Doo opening theme when I did waifu-thons, because that gets copyright claimed. But that's it. Well, I'm glad, Raven. I mean, I like you. I want you to do good things, and like, I've been figuring stuff out for myself, so might as well share the knowledge. This 12 hours of being a legend. Hey, they do good, dude. Like the one that I have posted on my like page actually has like 300 views or something. But the best thing for me is to get world records. Hands down. My Dead Space 2 world record video has like 2,000 views almost. So just like perform better, forehead. Yeah, just get good. Just get world record. They get a fuck ton of views. But the best part about something like YouTube like that for like old playthroughs and stuff is it's what's called evergreen content. It means it never goes away. Like once you're done streaming, that stream's over. And there's really like no one's gonna watch your VODs. People do watch VODs, but it's like very rare. And you're not gonna get any monetary value out of that content after it's already done being streamed. So if you could turn that content into something that is evergreen, something that like can produce infinitely forever, that's very beneficial because evergreen content compounds infinitely. Like the more successful you become, just like the more beneficial each of those things. No, VODs don't pay anything. So like, let's say for example, like I upload every single waifu-thon every single week forever, and they get like 10 views each. But then one of them blows up and gets like 100,000 views. People will go back and watch the other ones, and those old ones will all make me money. But if I didn't have them up there, then they wouldn't. So just having it there slowly builds it up. It's like having a stock almost. You know, just like slowly makes money over time just from being there. Even if it only gains like 1 view a day, it's like still more than nothing. Whereas Twitch VODs are literally nothing. Sitting listening, this has been very insightful. Well, I'm glad you think so. It's not like this is like my own information or anything. I've been watching a lot of like Devin Nash and like listening to some audiobooks on marketing and whatnot. It's like very useful. Are you allowed to promote your YouTube if you do GDQ runs and stuff? Yeah, like it's pretty common for people to post. Like I think I'm the top comment on my DMC3 run. It was like, hey, like I love doing this event. Thanks for the awesome opportunity. Here's my Twitch. Follow me there. And it's got like a couple hundred likes. It's like the top comment. I believe you could even actually post the whole thing yourself on your own YouTube channel. I've seen other people doing that, but I think I remember like reading that somewhere, but I'm not sure. I kind of want to do that myself, but I need to like confirm it first. I'm not sure exactly how that works. I watched a guy who has a few of his runs off his BRB screen. You can request permission. Interesting. Yeah, it's definitely best to ask. I just don't know like how that works. My nickname is waifu, but you're actually a man. I mean, if you want to finish masturbating, that's fine. I don't really care. Just like keep it to yourself, dude. It's chill. Ugh. All my time saves late game. I hate the red numbers. I don't even know who I would ask though, honestly. First I gotta wash my hair. Hey, my hair's fine, man. It needs a wash, but you don't gotta call me out. But yeah, that's like the shit I think about a lot because it's important to think about, especially like since I'm like on a time crunch. I need to be like doing good enough to be able to like live alone by the time I graduate, you know? Imagine how many viewers I get because people click my stream thinking I'm a girl. Yeah, it's awesome. That's why I'm so hyped to have this name. It probably has made me so much money. Someone actually offered me $5,000 for my Twitch name. They're the owner of the Instagram name Waifu. Really, Sunhawk? That's super cool. And when she's like actually done in her 3D form and stuff, it'll be even better. Obviously, I declined it because, like, why would I do that? Sell it to change your name to the real waifu. That'd be funny. We're so much more than 5K? Yeah, I know. I'm like, I'm gonna make more than that just off having the name alone if I keep it long enough. But it was interesting to see that someone would actually be interested in buying it. How much money am I willing to pay for the waifu name on Instagram? Like $100. I've already rebranded around waifu runs, so I don't really care. But I'd pay $100 for it. The problem with having such a name is that it's impossible to get any other social medias for it. Like, I'll never get r/waifu, obviously. I'll never get the Twitter name waifu. You share a name with a porn star? That's fucking hilarious, Raven. I did not know that. I'll never get the YouTube link, waifu.
Welcome.
Hey, Ralts, how you doing?
What are you buying? Come back anytime.
Too easy.
Nice gold. Yeah, that's what I spend most of my time thinking about and stuff like that. Because it's important. And I think that I can do it. I think that my time frame is large enough. And that there's some good things happening in the meantime. Like RE3 Remake, I really need to get on that. If I can get something similar to what I got going around RE2 Remake, then I'll be good to go. My plan is essentially to base myself around like the guy that is able to learn new speedruns and get good times. And like to be an authority on people coming to me for like, how do I, like if someone wants to get into speedrunning but doesn't know how, like who do they think of? Like they think of me, like be able to like be that guy to help people. And I've got some videos coming out around that'll help with that. And I want to be like that dude as well. I have too many heals. Yeah, basically, speedrun guru. Has that translated well for me? I've noticed it. People have definitely come to help me, and like I've tried to like orient some sections of my Discord and like with some people in Discord, like trying to help them with their runs and stuff. And I think it'll come through fruition a lot better once I get these tutorials out. It's just a really big project involving a lot of people. But I've got some really cool people involved in it, so hopefully that helps. I've seen some stuff on like Reddit and stuff about like very similar topics, but nothing nearly as complete as what I'm doing. So, is there such thing as a casual speedrunner? Yeah, people that like just speedrun for fun and like don't try to get like super competitive times. Did you, Maddie? Nice, dude. I have not. In fact, most speedrunners are casual speedrunners. They run like 1 or 2 games. They don't have super good times. They don't grind really hard, but they enjoy it and they do it for funsies. That's like most speedrunners. God, I have so many heals. My inventory's fucked, dude. It's not good. I'm gonna lose a lot of time trying to fix it later. Yeah, it's usable. I mean, that's literally most speedrunners. And for people that want to get into that and don't know how, I want to be that dude. You know? Because I don't really enjoy the record grind that much. It really depends on the game. Mostly I'd rather enjoy like learning new games, exploring new mechanics, and like making resources for those games if possible. This little, like, square of heals I got in my top right corner is not good. Yeah, some people do that, Vash. People do that for... honestly, what's more effective than that is making tools. Like making cheat engine stuff. Like collision detection and stuff like that. What's a game series that you wanted to try running, but it's definitely not worth the investment in time and whatnot? I would like, well, one game is I would love to run Super Mario World, but it's just like not there for my channel at the moment. For a while it was Devil May Cry, but I've kind of gotten over that hurdle and gotten there. Besides that, nothing really. I pretty much do what I want, like speedrun wise, because my tastes are very similarly. The only thing I would want to add is something like Super Mario World, essentially. And I'm sure I'll find other games that I'd be interested in speedrunning. It's not as easy as you'd think, but it's there. It exists. It's easier than like a jump to Super Mario World.
Too easy.
Nice gold. Do I PB in RE4 often? No. I PB in RE4 like once every couple months. If that. My time is really good in this game, so it's hard to PB. Is it Super Mario World like super optimized like Super Metroid? Yeah, pretty much. It's not like a game I go for like a super good time in. It's just one of my favorite games. What does gold mean? Gold is the best time you've ever had on that split. Like, I've never beaten that split faster. That was terrifying. I fucked that section up royally. That was almost so bad. Which games do I run for fun and which games do I run for record? The only game I have record in is Dead Space 2, but they're all fun. I enjoy running all the games. I'm not really in contention for world record for any game except for Dead Space 2. Some best is like a 22, like a 24 or something, I think. No, it's a 22. 122. An RE2 remake? Well, RE2 remake I only run for marathons. I never try to PB in that game. And I probably never will try to PB in that game again, and except for like maybe try B scenarios, just to warm up for RE3. That's more of like a business move than it is actually like a passion project, though. I got so lucky with that headshot. That would have been such a slow elevator. I crit that dude, and that saved me like 10 seconds probably. I managed to position myself in a spot where I was headshotting those dudes consistently, which is not good actually, but it worked.
Welcome. What are you buying?
I knew this was gonna fuck me over. There goes like 20 seconds. It's fine. Yeah, I had too many heals. I should have played riskier. That sounds amazing, Misu. Please do that. That's pretty pog.
What are you buying?
Orchlon's gonna hold record. It's gonna be Orchard Ray. There's no contest. It's gonna be so similar. RE3 remake's gonna be very similar to RE2 remake, and it's gonna be Orchard Ray the whole way. I'm calling it. It's gonna be RE2 remake with like one extra mechanic, and only one scenario, and it's gonna get optimized so fast. Well, it'd be nice to have like a hub for all your shit. Like it held like your YouTube videos, your merch store, your Twitch. Setting up something like that's very difficult. Yeah, Maddie. That shit's like super nice. But I don't know how much something like that actually gets used. Hey Jabbo. How you doing, dude? Good to see you. Wow. Okay. Well, I just lost a bunch of time. That was sick. This new keyboard actually inputs so fast that I fuck that puzzle up like every time. Taking the day off, you're gonna chill here. Nice, dude. Well, I hope you enjoy. It really depends, Cloudhaven. Hey, Noctua. How you doing? Hello, the Mr. Enigma. Hope you're well. How do you feel more? I'm hit. This is fine. Fuck. That's time loss.
Too easy.
Hey, Itzmo. Hope you're well. Hello, Mizu. Hope you're well. I can visual script, but I can't code.
Too easy.
It's too abstracted. Fuck! God damn it.
Too easy.
Wait.
What is that thing?
Wait. Follow. Wait. Follow. Wait. Follow. Wait. Follow.
Fuck, dude. My menuing's been so bad this run. Staying here till you fall asleep. Well, I hope you get some good rest. That's not good.
Wait.
Damn it. Ashley, move.
Wait. Follow. Wait. Wait. Follow. Wait. Follow.
It's okay. All of my time save is in the last like 4 splits. There's like actually a minute to save on the last like 6 splits combined. I see to not lose like any more time.
Wait.
Not lose any more time, he says. Oh my god, I fucking hate you, Ashley. I could have saved time there. Ugh. I still did. I could have saved a lot more time. What kind of bands did I listen to growing up? Am I still into them? Well, if you go through my music history, it's a little interesting because I used to listen to a lot of like I used to listen to a lot of like metal with my mom, like some Rage Against the Machine, like Blink 182. That's like more like ska shit. I used to listen to like a lot of that shit. So I associate that stuff with all like 6th grade shit because I was a 6th grader when I listened to it. and a lot of like 50 Cent and Eminem as well when I was younger. And then like around like middle school, high school, I got into metal a lot. So I listened to a lot of like metalcore, like some Five Finger Death Punch. But then like near the end of high school, I got into the bands that I actually still like. It's like Death Grips, like Cattle Decapitation, Death, Vector, stuff like that. And I still listen to that sometimes, but mostly now I listen to like old rap and hip hop, like Tribe Called Quest, Wu-Tang, lots of J-pop and J-rock, obviously, because I'm big weeb. Mostly J-pop and J-rock at this point, though. If I listen to anything else that's like westernized, it's mostly like rap and hip hop. Yeah, so my dad was really into Eminem. I guess he really resonated as like a white bald dude that was poor. Nah, that stuff's classic. Doesn't go anywhere.
I'm leaving it to you.
Good RNG, nice. That was kind of stressful. I was really hoping I could get RNG there. It's so much easier. I love the pillows. Flow is awesome, obviously. I love this band Necronom Idol. They're an idol group that does like metal stuff. It's kind of like baby metal, but like way less cringe. So I'm worried about my money now. Shit. I need 30K. Yeah, you did, Misu. That's fucking awesome. 27,000. Okay. Get on the fucking all aboard, motherfuckers. I need your money. Never mind. I don't want you on. Ow. That's unfortunate. Oh, that's unfortunate. $900, not enough. Damn.
What are you selling? What are you buying? What are you buying? Come back anytime.
Fuck. I'm choking so hard right now. Been a long time, comrade. Grouser. I died in a crash 2 years ago. Is that what they told you? You're the one who kidnapped Ashley. You catch on quick, as expected. After all, you and I both know where we come from. Ha! Ha! Hoo! What do you want? Hoo! Hoo! The sample Sadler developed, that's all. Ha! Shing! Leave Ashley out of this. Oh, I needed her to buy Sadler's trust in me. Like you, I'm American. Barrel. Hoo! Shing! You got her involved just for that? Ah, ting, 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 ting. Yeah. All for Umbrella's sake. Umbrella? Almost let it slip. Enough talk. Die, comrade. Ting. Ugh. Ada. Well, if it isn't the bitch in the red dress.
Looks like we have the upper hand here.
Yeet. Oh. You may be able to prolong your life, but it's not like you could escape your inevitable death, is it?
You knew each other?
More or less.
Maybe it's about time you told me the reason why you're here.
Maybe some other time.
Oh, it's my favorite part, Wet Feather. Should be a voice actor. I'm already a full-time memer. I really hope I have like at least 2 shotgun shells left. I have no idea. Boop. Shit, it's faster to dim in here too. Alright, now that the Oscar winning scene is over, time for bed. Gonna fall asleep to the sweet voice of life. Well, have a good night, Judiciable. Thanks for hanging, dude. I do appreciate it. Can someone tell me how many shotgun shells I have left? I have no idea. I think I might be totally empty. I keep dip minning, so it's like too fast. One. Okay. Thank you. Oh my god, I lucked out. I got the one hit. The one hit stun. Usually you have to shoot 2 there. But if you get really good RNG with this shotgun spread, you only have to do it once. Yo, Dark Crusher, thanks for the good luck. Appreciate it. Hope you're well. No, she met me on Twitch, so she has no room to complain. Also, it is my job, so.
Too easy.
She gets to bully me at work. Why would she not love that? That's true. What does GF stand for? Is this a speedrun term? Good fast.
Got some. What are you selling? What are you buying? Thank you. Come back anytime.
This is where the big time save comes
Too
in.
easy.
The next couple splits. Nice, good RNG. Good fight. Oh, did I get it? No. Damn, really close to statue skip. What is it that you fight for, comrade? The views, I suppose. Prepare for your death, Leon. Hooah. Fuck yes, dude. Perfect browser. Nice, nice, nice. This is not good. I only have one heal.
Too easy.
Bless RNG. No way, dude. No way. That was so good. Holy fuck.
Too easy.
Wait, follow. Hang on, sweetheart.
Nice. Whew. Fuck, that's nice. That was a good run. That was a really good run. Oh my god, I need to drink. Whew. Ah, man, I was shaking. I haven't been that nervous on a run in fucking forever. Whew. Oh, man. I always choke end game. I always choke end game, but I finally didn't choke end game. Oh, man. Whew. That was a really good PB. Thank you, Kyle. That was a really good PB. Almost a sub 126.
Fine,
Remember to save so I can actually submit it.
Hey, Hunnigan, no glasses.
Forget the glasses.
What's the status of the mission?
I've rescued the
Dude, all of my time save was RNG in late game, and it all went so well. Like, that was my best war room, like, ever, probably. And, that the other section I only got hit twice. This is, like, super fast. I didn't move up in the leaderboard at all, but it was a big time save. What was it, real time? 130 flats? 130 flats? Okay. $130 flats. That's funny. Whew. Let me see.
Dude, show's over. Make sure to follow Trent Sama if you enjoyed. See you next time.